Greetings and salutations, my name is the Pride of Long Island, Colin Moriarty. I'm here with Luis Menchaca. And you're watching Musing with Menchaca, right here on YouTube.
Hey, so Colin, I was wondering if, by any chance, if you have time, could I ever do a conversation with Colin?
You're more than welcome to, but I'm $1,000 a minute.
Jesus Christ, dude, that's ludicrous. What the fuck?
You pay to play.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome to the Musing with Menchaca show. This is the conversational podcast where four friends gather around this table, each with their own random topics of discussion to hash out for your amusement. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, share us with your friends, and subscribe for more content. And I am your host, Luis Menchaca, and want to remind you to be sure to be a part of the conversation. Comment below with any reactions to anything that was said, as well as, of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Chakalaka88, or you can email me directly, boomchakalaka4@gmail.com, if you want to have a response read on the air. Joining me today in this panel, to my right, I have the anime character, Yvonne.
Anime character?
Yes, the anime character. That's your title.
Okay.
And next to her, we have the scientist, David.
How come I'm not the scientist?
Because he was the scientist first.
Oh my god.
And besides, this is the same argument that Jason had.
Yeah.
Jason's an
Could you not be the
engineer.
physicist?
Yes, he's the physicist.
The physicist.
Well, he's an electrical
Introduce me again. Introduce me again.
What am I going to introduce as?
The physicist.
Okay, the physicist.
Yes.
The physicist, Yvonne.
physicist.
There we go. Correction.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of editing for this episode.
No.
Rounding out the table.
Live.
Rounding out the table here. Well, let me see. The fill-in. No.
The fill-in?
The fill-in.
The fill-in?
The
I
fill-in.
feel so
The
loved.
fill-in. How about the linguist?
Oh, yes, I like that one better. Okay, yes. The linguist, Kari. Bam. All right, got it. Nailed it.
Yes.
Yes.
So sexy.
Yes,
Okay,
sexy,
let's continue.
Let's continue. All right. So, so we're kind of like just going a little like just impromptu. This is very fireside chat.
This is truly a live show,
this is
ladies and gentlemen.
We are
Truly
making
a
it
live
up
show.
We're making
as we
it-
go.
Yes, just talk shit, just spew it all out because we don't usually we usually have a little bit better, more preparedness going on in these things, but we're just gonna make it up. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Sounds about right.
So before we started taping, we had a little bit of suggestions, a little bit of pitches of what our topics are gonna be. So anybody got anything going on? Any cool ideas or anything that we had saved for the podcast? Not everybody at once.
Crickets.
Crickets. No.
Actually.
I was
Although,
thinking...
did you know crickets are supposedly turning into the new alternative protein source? They actually have energy bars made out of cricket protein.
Yep. Ugh.
Yeah, insects, grasshoppers, crickets, mealworms. They're 20 times the concentration of protein than you have in beef, and I think it's sheer fraction of the amount of space and resources you have to dedicate in order to cultivate that amount.
The more you know.
None of the methane gas is being released.
Well, I honestly don't think cows fart that much to say like, wow, they're ruining the planet, because as methane is out there, even if the methane doesn't burn, there are organisms that consume the methane.
Yeah.
It won't just stay out there floating. If it's in air, tipped by sunlight, it'll
Isn't
break.
that garbage?
But there is an
garbage release methane as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there is an unnaturally large amount of cows compared to what there naturally would be because of human intervention.
And I think a lot of methane these days come from fracking.
So cows are just a small part of
Boom.
the picture.
From
They
fracking.
still count as part of that picture.
And methane's like
Yes,
worse
but
if
I think the amount of
greenhouse
methane
gas
that
than
a
like
cow
carbon
can produce,
dioxide
in other
or
words,
water vapor.
farting, is directly related to the amount of grass that grows that it can eat. So if there's not enough grass for it to grow, therefore it's kind of a bit of a carbon neutral thing.
But
there.
they don't eat grass. Most of them are in a warehouse eating grains.
Well, they eat grass and grains. All these things that are synthesized organic compounds that come from the air. So you're getting carbon dioxide in to produce something that's big. So most of the carbon isn't going anywhere. That's how you grow a cow. A lot of it's the cow. But if you have remnant organics coming out of the cow, such as farting, that came from that same air. So you're not adding something into the system as much as taking something out, putting that same thing in at some other point. When it comes to petroleum products that they're not in the system, and you're actually dumping more carbon into the system
I need to turn my phone
at a higher rate that I guess other plants.
This is a live show, ladies and
This
gentlemen.
is a live show.
That's how you know.
I don't think it would be that much of a issue. But then again, I have some controversial views on global warming myself.
Yeah.
And I've been I wouldn't say attacked.
Oh my god, you're not one of those like
ostracized.
skeptics, are you?
Conspiracy theorist.
Oh god.
Like about global warming? Let's talk about that.
You want to talk about global warming?
Yeah, like,
That's
no,
your
no,
topic,
the
global
topic.
warming.
I think
No,
I think
like-
global warming's been spoken of
No.
quite a bit.
I mean, like, there are tons of global warming skeptics in environmental science, but those are all 20 years ago.
Okay.
And that's like, I mean, I don't really feel like there's like
I like how you're like just holding the mic like you're a rapper, like yeah,
Yeah.
like
Global
this is
warming.
Yo,
global warming.
yo, let me tell you something about this.
Yeah,
let me. I got something to say before I drop the mic, and then just let it go, and it doesn't even fall.
right. Right.
It's
Like,
cool.
act
Yeah,
you're
like-
She's
crying.
like, no, serious.
People that are skeptical of global warming, like, that happened like 20, 30 years ago. It's like not a recent thing. I mean, like, all the evidence pointed towards like global warming is a real thing. They just argue about like what the rate really is. They're just so dispute about it.
I thought
But in environmental science or geology, there's like no
I thought they
No
no
changed
doubt
it.
there's like global warming is a real thing. And it's like human cost.
I thought they just
And
changed it to
they just
climate
kind of have
change.
like a dispute
Well, I think-
over
I
like
think
what the
climate
rate
change
is, whether it's
is-
like that crazy like
I
who's
think
that guy, like,
I
that
think there is
ran
quite a
against
bit of
Bush?
climate change, but I'm not necessarily sure that it's human influenced anymore. I used to believe that, it's the emissions, our
Gas,
day-to-day
the
cars,
cars.
the industrial processes,
Yeah.
the dumping of toxins into of just toxic chemicals into waterways that polluted the way the bacteria and photosynthetic organisms can produce oxygen, which then just throws off the system, even if it's not being carbon itself and carbon dioxide adding to the air, or methane or nitrous oxides, anything to the air, just by contaminating resources and organisms, killing them off that actually produce atmospheric gases, you are still altering the world.
Right.
But now, not so much. I don't know if I can say that we're the main influencing factors there.
Why? What makes you think that?
Well, tell me what evidence you have towards global warming, and I'll see if I can.
I mean, I'm
Verify.
not a environmental scientist, but
Well, that's
like
good for you to admit.
temperature has been going up, and it's pretty closely related to like greenhouse
I
gases
remember.
releases.
You ever heard of the Ice Age?
Yes.
When was the car invented?
Was that
When was the automobile invented?
automobile?
1920s.
Yeah, something like that.
And by Ice Age, you
Like
mean
when-
the movie,
when
right?
Ford-
And the
when
sequel.
Henry Ford
But
invented
you see how there's been a global warming shift for hundreds and hundreds of years, and I think it's roughly around
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2,000, 3,000
I
years
understand what you're saying.
from that point. So yeah, we're could we
But that-
influence a bit?
wait.
Yes, but I think.
But
it's
you were
already
talking
been
about the
heading a
Ice Age,
direction.
though.
No, well, I'm talking about there's been several shifts towards cold, freezing Arctic kind of temperatures,
Right, because
to
several-
desert, scorched Earth climates,
Right.
and it goes back and forth, back and forth.
No, but like I guess like geologists don't really have like explanation of everything necessarily. Like, but I
Man,
mean,
take a
some of the
dump on a
Ice Age.
geologist.
No, like they don't know for sure yet. Like that's why they have funding to like find out all those stuff. If they know everything, like there wouldn't be like geologists
Was
out
that
there,
not the
right?
point of science?
Yeah,
Good
like-
thing you geologists don't know shit, otherwise you wouldn't have a
Oh
job.
damn! I wouldn't go
God.
that far, man.
You see,
Wouldn't
like
go that
people
far.
like Randy from
Whoa.
South Park are geologists.
Whoa.
Some guy in the background. I know a geologist. though."
David's view doesn't like represent our views, just so you guys know.
Although I don't know, I was
like how you're
imagining a
just
plaque.
Yes.
Who's
Yvonne.
are?
the
Our guests,
physicist,
our
not
guests,
the
our guests,
geologist.
our guests' view don't represent this show. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not as confident as I used to be as far as what
Okay.
causes. Are we the main factors? Here's the thing: could we stop it? Could
From
we
what?
stop global climate change by simply annihilating everything that we're adding to it? Even let's say killing ourselves, just killing every single human being alive now. Our add-ins, our changes would stop.
Right.
There
Would
are
it
actually
reverse?
people that advocates for that. Just so you guys know. No, I'm serious.
What?
Like,
Oh my
there's
God.
like groups of people.
Save the
Like,
earth,
no,
kill
there's
the
there's
people.
groups of people that actually started probably like 10 years, maybe longer ago, that they believe in naturally like just letting the human race die off to save the planet. So they like believe in like not like reproducing and all this stuff. Like you can look it up. I'm not shitting you.
I think I'm
Like,
I'm
and they
okay
believe
with,
they believe that like humans causing too much destruction and we should just like naturally die off.
I think it's
It's like there's people
natural
that
for
believe
us to
that.
cause destruction.
We're a virus.
No, I think I think us existing and causing other species to die off is a completely natural phenomenon.
I feel like we're going
throughout
off
several
tangent.
eras in our time. There have been massive die-offs, mass extinctions, where you have a small percentage, maybe 5% of the existing species survived.
Can we talk about the Ice Age for a little while? Like the Ice Age. No. It's
which
related.
one?
It's related
Which
to
one?
one.
There's been so many.
Yeah, there's been like a couple of Ice Age. I think there's like
And
there's
what
like a
about
couple
global
in
cooling?
Precambrian, but like but I think like the major
Precambrian.
Ice Age that we're talking about that actually caused a lot of things to go extinct. I think it's like the Permian extinction, isn't it? Or is that like caused by
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I think that's where that
striking the earth?
where's that Canadian shale area where you have a lot of fossils from that Cambrian and no, it
I'm
wasn't
not
Cambrian.
familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that. But like there's I think like one of the major
Reading a book
Ice
doesn't
Age
always
was
stay
actually
with
caused
you.
by volcano eruption that like released like a lot of ash, a lot of gas, and blocked out the sunlight completely. So like the sunlight can't actually reach the earth.
Like
That's why
90% of the
that actually
world's
caused like
population of
the
every-
Ice
Yeah,
Age.
the so-called
there's, like,
super
natural-
volcanoes.
Yeah, there's like a natural phenomenon that you can like map to it. At least like that's what geologists believe to be true. So you don't and the recent global warming, the recent global warming trend, you can't really map it to like natural disasters such as those of like volcanic eruption or other things. And one very possible source is like greenhouse gases produced by human activities.
Well, there
And I
have been
think
more.
it's a
There have been
fair-
more greenhouse gases, and by that I guess the gases that would be able to conserve heat, turn solar radiation into heat, and conserve it in our atmosphere in order for
Right.
temperatures to go up.
Right.
And that's what we're specifying as greenhouse gases. There have been more of those released by volcanoes still than what we're releasing today. So,
Through the carbon
are we
emissions.
doing that much? And
Well,
until quite recently, I think I would say the 90s, we weren't the main producers of nitrogen compounds from nitrogen gas. In other words, fertilizers and nitrates, nitrites, ammonia, these things. We weren't the main producers.
What was?
Yeah, I think like these are
Bacteria
some
were the
very
main
common
producers.
arguments like 20 years ago.
We always come up
remember-
short when comparison to the grand scale of things, because although we're all existing, it's very strange. It's as if saying changing one element, everything else stays the same. It doesn't. It adapts. So if the CO2 goes up, and we've had higher levels of carbon dioxide concentrations in the past than we have today, and we're nowhere near those concentrations still, but we're heading up. Oh God, we're all going to die because we're increasing. What's to say that vegetation life won't increase?
I mean, I don't have doubt that
Compensate
like
to
life
adapt,
in Earth
'cause
will
now they have
continue
more
on.
viable resources.
There are many organisms that can survive in like extreme conditions. Like it doesn't matter like how cold it is. Like there are like places where like people used to believe that they're just like no organism can like ever exist. Like they're super low or super high in pH value environment.
Extremophiles.
Yeah,
Extremophiles.
extremophiles,
There you go.
exactly. And or like super cold and super hot weather, but you actually find organism even in places where there's like volcanic eruption pretty regularly, you know?
Yeah,
And like you can
hyperthermophiles.
you can even find like organism in places that are really close to absolute zero. Like they've even found something. I think I read about this like a year ago. And so I have no doubt that many organisms in Earth will like keep on living, even if like global warming keeps carrying out and humans keep releasing greenhouse gases at this current rate. But the problem is, will we survive as Homo sapiens? I
I think
don't know.
so. I think if
I don't
we
know.
go with adaptability and versatility,
when
human
you're-
beings are up there.
When you think about
What can we do that an animal can?
Okay,
compete
you're
with?
a
We're not-
microbiologist, right? So like, there's only like a very small range within a temperature range
Yeah.
that like chemical reaction in human body actually carries out properly, like at normal rates.
Yeah,
and,
temperatures, pH.
Like, it's very low. Like I mean, below like 30, I believe like 35 degrees Celsius in human body. That's already considered like way too low for
we'll
for
die.
most humans to function. Like that's like called
Hypothermia.
hypothermia. Thank you. Yeah, and so like we only have like a very short range of temperature that we can survive in. So
Yes, but we're not just standing out there saying, okay, I can take it as it comes. When it's under if it's under freezing, I wear a coat. If it's too hot, I take a bath. And that's how we were. We weren't meant to fly. We weren't meant to dive to horrible, horrible depths and crazy pressures and make ungodly technological advances. But we did. We're doing it, and we still will do it. We're going to continue to do it. And that's despite we're going to be on this planet, and it's going to be healthy or not.
We also hear about like how if bees don't really exist in the world anymore, it will actually upset like the whole ecosystem by so much. That,
Whatever
like,
happened to that, by the way? You know
I
what
can't
happened
remember.
to
I
the?
can't
Yeah,
remember.
they came
like,
back.
There's like a
They did?
Yeah, and they're
Bees in Fort Worth?
no all
No, like
the
the
bees
bees?
the bee population is increasing.
Really?
Yeah, because
no, like that,
and
no,
you know
no.
why they were decreasing though? They were having trouble because they would have diseases and they would die off.
Yeah.
They were very inbred.
No. Actually, I think we're probably talking about two different things. I
You're
think
talking
like
about bees pollinating food
no.
sources, all that crap.
No. Like there's actually like I think scientists that actually make a hypothesis saying that like if bees ever died out and go extinct, like it will actually cause like something that's like totally irreversible to the whole world. Just like taking out one element out of like the
Well, yeah, 'cause they
whole web.
pollinate everything.
Yeah, they pollinate everything. So I'm saying that like
Well,
a small
certain things they
change in
can't, but
temperature,
that's
and you might think it's able to like keep humans surviving, like with the resources that we have right now at hands. But I'm saying like you wouldn't have those resources when like a small change in temperature occur. Say if like a small change causes like some certain plants to like not like be able to survive anymore, like we might not actually like make it. It's like a whole web. Does that make sense?
So
Well, but if
I mean,
if,
like this is like totally hypothetical, right? Like
Hypothetical.
There really isn't like any evidence, but
Yeah.
it's very likely to me.
yeah, but if
Does that make
species
sense?
and things on the Earth are made to adapt,
Right.
who's to say that something else couldn't come in? its
Exactly. I
place?
mean, I'm sure like a lot of things will adapt, but I'm just not sure if Homo sapien will adapt. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
we're the most adaptable. Like a
I-
lot of
I-
our
I- I
crops,
wouldn't- I
a
don't
lot
know.
of you know what pollen is for?
what?
It's reproduction.
Yeah, like there's sexual.
Yeah, it's sperm.
Yeah.
It's plant
basically.
sperm. Flying in your face, you're breathing
Yeah.
it, you're tasting it. That's all. on you.
Angiosperms. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
that causes allergy problems.
Right.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because you got too much of the funk on you. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Money
a lot of our crops are sterile. You ever try to go to the grocery store and get those big ass grapes and try to plant a seed?
See, everything's
And then the seed,
I
where's
thought
the
the
seed?
seeds are just
Where
really
is the
tiny.
Yeah,
They're
there
in
is-
there.
Why
They're
are
really
they?
tiny.
Why are they really
Because
tiny?
they genetically modify them.
Yeah, 'cause
to
they're
make
sterile.
No, they're just really tiny. Isn't
They're
it?
sterile. Those seeds are sterile.
Huh,
They have
interesting.
too
So
many.
they're really tiny.
Yeah,
and
they
they're
have
sterile.
too many chromosomes in order for them to get really fucking huge, and that's what that was intentional.
We did.
Right.
Now we did that.
Okay.
Right,
So
you
we're
genetically
growing a
modify
lot
them.
of huge, abnormally large vegetables and fruits and all these things because we're changing that.
Right.
We're doing that on our own,
Uh-huh.
and we're doing it without the help of bees. A lot of the corn that you see out there, oh, the corn's gonna go, the corn's gonna. All that corn, the farmers don't have the right to save the seed from that crop to plant next year. They have to buy it from the company that genetically engineered it for it to be resistant. So in other
Right.
words, that company, which controls every little fucking thing
Because they
about
let
that
them like
reproduction,
patent the gene.
yeah,
So the
they
gene's
patent everything about
Yeah.
that. So now they sell the seed, and you think they're gonna trust bees to get it right? No, they forwent the seeds, that are based on pollination from bees. They make the seeds from very specific plants in bulk production, and that's where most of our food comes. There's no
Well, we'll actually
waiting
sue other
for it.
farmers who are close to them, whose crop is different,
Yeah.
but close enough for, say, the wind or bees to cross pollinate between the
So if
crops.
they have corn that has their gene that they have a patent on, they can sue them.
Yeah.
And they will, and they
Yeah.
do.
So
Because of bees.
Yeah. And a lot of these plants, you don't know if yours is the resistant one because you actually have to spray an herbicide. Now, the only reason why those fields have nothing but corn grown in them isn't because the soil doesn't feed anything but corn. It's because they throw out an herbicide that kills every little plant you can possibly imagine.
Right.
But they made sure that their corn has a gene that makes them immune to that herbicide, so it kills everything but their corn. So in other ways, the other way for me to test my farmer to the left of me or to the right of me to see if they have my property, my patented gene, is to spray herbicide on their fields, kill all their corn. If there's anything standing, that's mine. I'm going to sue their ass.
He's not passionate at all about genetically modified foods.
No, I'm passionate.
GMOs,
about,
man.
I would say I'm against the laws that prevent people from using inventions that are genetic, that are based on biology.
Right.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of hard to reverse that though.
We got an
Oh,
interruption.
We got a little audience, and
a cute
he's
eruption.
gone.
It's
He's
okay.
gone. All right.
Pretty cute interruption.
it's a cute interruption.
I'm sorry you couldn't see that, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, global
Give me a
warming,
second.
genetic engineering.
Has anybody watched the Al Gore movie, the documentary, An
Fuck
Inconvenient
that
Truth?
guy.
That what was it? I mean, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, didn't he get what is this, Nobel Peace Prize, some shit like that?
He was I mean, say in South Park. He was like
It was like Man Bear
Man
Pig.
Bear Pig. Man
Man
Bear
Bear
Pig.
Pig.
That lady, yeah.
that girl, like that.
The woman who was.
I like
smuggling all
how
the-
you're super echoey and
Yeah.
stuff. Not on camera, not on the mic, just super echoey. But anyways, whatever. No. It's
I like.
I'm being
Is she
super
pissing
serious.
you off, bro?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, you could have asked. Kari to get you this stuff. Whatever. It's cool.
The point is you keep talking and you're not in the mic.
You're not in the mic.
That's okay, bro, I got this.
I'm trying to like control. I'm like, oh, okay.
I got this, bro.
Anyways,
Could you pass me that green bottle, please?
I'm being
Kari?
super serial.
I'm being
I
so
was
thorough, guys. Oh my god, I'm feeling so thorough right now.
No, I don't know.
You don't
anybody
even know.
Nobody listens to me.
Okay, but
This is
next
Coke,
topic, though.
audience. This is
Next
Next
topic.
topic.
What are we talking about?
All right, here we go. You were gonna bring up a topic though. We interrupted you at the very beginning. You were gonna.
Yeah.
No,
well, that's
I mean
gone now.
global
You lost
warming is
that
a great
forever.
topic. We should
I'm not-
continue.
Well, I was gonna say that's actually this is.
Well, but what was all that buzz on the internet about global cooling actually being what's going on?
I have not heard of that.
Well, what happens is when the planet
Within
goes
this year, I've
one
seen
direction,
a bunch of stuff on the
it'll just kick back the other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
isn't
when
it
it
like
gets
the?
really hot, it'll get suddenly really cold, and then when
I
it
think
gets really
that's-
really cold, there are processes that occur that make it get really hot.
I think. Okay, not knowing anything about it, I think it probably has something to do with ocean currents.
having nothing to.
No,
Not knowing a
No,
damn
I mean-
thing about what I'm talking about, I think
I
this.
haven't read the article, but I would think that it will have something to do with the ocean current.
David, chase it.
Chase what?
Your liquor.
No.
But I actually hear predictions
I'm
that
like,
it's
here,
supposed to
It's
go
right there.
warmer.
Where's it going?
Chase your
I
liquor, man. Chase your liquor.
No, this is Jameson.
Because I had seen some articles online, they could have just been total bogus,
Right.
that were saying that all along we've thought it's global warming, but the evidence is actually showing that it's actually the opposite. It's actually cooling.
Really, I've never heard of that. But
Yeah.
I think
Maybe it was on the
like,
Onion. I don't
Right.
know.
Maybe.
Get too much background noise. God.
So I like saw this Onion news like about how like a girl
Fucking
went
Onion.
to Africa and it totally changed her Facebook picture. I thought it was really funny.
That's usually what happens.
It's so funny. She went to Africa for 6 days
much
and
better.
totally changed her Facebook picture.
All right. Okay.
I mean, it's true though. Like you know
Yeah.
you know why I think it's funny, right?
Yeah.
Because there's like so much truth in that.
Well,
Where are you?
I think that's
fidgeting
kind of
with
the
your
point
mic?
of most Onion articles.
Was that?
I think that's kind of the point of most Onion articles.
Right.
There's
It's
truth.
like a funny satire.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just like to mess with your stuff.
There we go.
Piss him
We're tight.
off.
Yeah, just to mess.
Well, it's because
just to piss you
I
off.
hear everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Every-
when you're
every-
like, just too
Oh,
bad.
sorry.
Oh,
Like
God.
that.
Oh, sorry, man.
God, fucking
Sorry.
damn it.
Everything, like even if you touch the bass, like you tap on it, I hear it. Like it's
Yeah.
I hear that. It's like
Okay.
if you want to
Okay.
get a little taste of how I'm hearing.
She
it.
started yelling like, "God, this is so loud."
All right. Yeah. So
Shit.
this is how it looks. See. See?
Yeah, I hear.
And then like the whole like.
It's funny hearing
Yeah.
my own voice.
You know, I like that there are mysteries to science. I think that's why I know that choosing science as your profession would never, you'll never be bored. You'll never be disinterested in what you're doing. I mean, there are things that we don't know so much about the universe, the cosmos, the galaxy, our solar system.
yes.
We don't know a lot about our own planet. And that's just so cool. And every now and then I like to stumble across something and I get all riled up about it on how it's unexplainable, and no one knows what the hell happened.
Well, getting a little bit off topic though. My question is, have
What the
you?
fuck is your topic?
Have you?
What?
No, the topic. We're still on Yvonne's topic.
What
Actually,
fucking topic is that? I thought
Yeah,
we
we
were
were talking about a little bit global warming, but I'm transitioning, and I just
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
ask you a question. So, what do you think about have you seen Interstellar? Have you seen the movie?
I
or-
haven't seen it yet.
What does that have to do with global
What
warming?
What does that have to do with global
That's
warming?
just-
Well, because in the movie, like it's like the planet is like dying and
that's
stuff,
true.
and so what they had to do is they
Oh my
have to.
God, I haven't seen
they
it.
wanna
I think
leave
that
the
probably
planet-
had more to do with
movie
that.
yet.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the
it's
movie
more
yet.
feasible
Spoiler
to
alert.
find a whole
You
nother
could've said-
planet
Yeah.
you
than to
could've said
combat one fucking
there's
disease.
gonna be a spoiler.
One goddamn
should have
disease.
done that.
Not climate change. Not a fucking
What fuck you
a
guys?
shifting of the poles. Not the whole
like hearing your
planet
voice.
I
collapsing
seen
on
it.
itself like a fucking
They
Krypton.
didn't say what it was.
No,
They
never. It was
never-
blight.
Huh?
You know what blight is?
What?
It's like a little prickly mold on fucking trees and grass and shit. In other words,
But
it lives off nitrogen. What the fuck do I care? It lives off nitrogen. Kill it. Kill it so I don't have to go to another goddamn galaxy on another star.
Well, I mean,
That would suck.
So would the movie have been better for you if they just gave an explanation of how they tried to kill it? and there was
Dude,
no way to
guys,
kill it?
stop like ruining the movie for
Yeah,
me.
no,
I
I
haven't
mean,
seen it
there's no
yet.
spoilers.
Explain
There's-
to me.
I think
Explain
there's
to
no
me.
spoilers. We're just basically talking
Explain
about
to
the
me
premise.
why it's impossible. It's like, oh my god, there's a rat in my house. I need to find a new house.
That's
But what if that
wow.
rat was an invincible
Wow.
rat that you had tried to kill for years and years, and you'd consulted all
Yeah.
the best?
What if it's like spreading
exterminators?
black
If it
plague?
is alive, you
What
can
if it's
kill it.
spreading black plague?
I mean, there's.
That means,
there-
like, your house is
I guess the
infested with
hard
black
part would
plague.
be to be able
Why
to kill
wouldn't
it
you
without killing
leave?
yourself.
Yeah.
No,
But
I heard
anything
not
short
listening
of
to you.
that is pretty cool.
Maybe
Compared
that's
to,
what they had figured out that had happened with the
well,
blight.
they didn't say that.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh my God, there's some sort of mold on it. We gotta leave planets."
Yeah.
You know what we need to do? We need to like focus on
all our
growing
efforts
on
in-
growing one goddamn crop. Let's grow one fucking crop,
Guys,
and
I
let's
haven't seen the
send
movie yet.
like 3 people
Don't worry, it's not ruining anything yet.
to.
Wait, so you've
fucking-
seen the movie?
Yes,
So
I've seen the movie.
okay.
Yeah, it was full of shit.
It was all. Oh, it was full of
Yeah,
shit.
no, science was real, but it was a bullshit
I
movie.
hear the physics is pretty accurate.
Yeah, physics.
That's what I've seen.
Except for the end. I mean,
I'm not even
like the
physicist.
wormholes.
Like what?
I like that.
Your wormholes can't actually exist, right?
Oh, well,
Because
you
like
know
they'll
what? In
collapse.
Interstellar, they did suck it.
I'm sorry, like, but wormholes will like collapse before they actually get built.
Not if you control gravity like they did in
That's not how it
Interstellar.
works.
Ooh, we got a guest coming on our way. He's on. He says, what was his name?
Pussy whipped Eric.
Well, I was.
Yeah,
The radical thinker Eric is on his way.
Oh, was that his name?
Radical
Oh, I'm
thinker.
sorry.
Radical thinker
I'm
Eric.
sorry.
Radical
I must have gotten confused.
Dude, he bailed on us.
No,
We're not
that's what
gonna
I'm
let
saying.
him
That's why at
come.
the very beginning of the podcast
We're
I
not
said the
gonna
fill
let
in.
him come.
Yeah.
She was Kari
I'm
was
really
gonna be an
cared
audience.
for.
She was gonna be an audience member,
were a
but it's
villain.
cool.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
was like,
villain.
What did you do? Where's your hat?
But Menchaca,
You know
we don't have
the
another mic.
Villain hat?
The villain hat.
I love Eric,
what we're
but
talking
we don't have another mic.
We don't have another mic. I know.
And we love Carrie more. Just saying.
You could do
Love it.
Sorry.
the profile.
Sorry, Eric.
Kind of like the Carmen
I love you.
Sandiego hat.
Exactly.
No, you don't.
If you're watching this, I love you.
Villain / Carmen Sandiego. I am now the villain.
Oh, speaking. Oh, wow. Okay.
Would she not?
I
Pull
was
off-
gonna actually.
Could she
say
not
as a-
pull off a Carmen Sandiego?
You kinda-
She
yeah.
has. She's got it going on, and she's got the scar. Oh,
Yeah.
mm.
What
I
I
don't
was gonna
think
say,
Carmen
speaking of
Sandiego
which,
wears
though,
a
there's,
scarf.
there is something else.
She
I was
doesn't?
gonna
It's
say.
a large
Just-
red coat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She died.
I was gonna say
Because
something
of that.
completely on the topic of Eric, though. Actually, it was something else that I just thought of. Actually,
It's about friend breakups.
It was not about friend breakups. Wow, you're gonna throw that back in my face.
See,
It's
that's
sensitive.
It was a good video.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my god, no. Eric, he was at this.
So you just call him
restaurant.
Erica?
Eric. I said.
Eric,
Um, he was at this restaurant, and apparently somebody I work with who watches the YouTube videos.
yeah.
She recognized Eric, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's Eric."
Are you
Oh my
serious?
god, like it's him from the YouTube videos and stuff.
It's like, oh my
probably
god,
just-
I am such a fan. I'm sure I love that. Oh, I was like,
No. She probably just
she
stalked
didn't
his
she didn't
Facebook.
approach Eric,
That's
but
what
she
I'm saying.
recognized
did she
him.
levitate? And she was like, bitch.
She probably just
But that
stalked
was
his
actually kind of funny
Facebook.
how she came to me and she told me that I recognized your friend from the YouTube videos.
I think
and,
the point
I was a
That's-
little starstruck when I met him. When
I'm
I
a
saw
little
him,
scared by
I was
that
like,
now.
damn.
Yeah, I was like, so the point here is that we could all be famous.
We could all be famous, or if they
Or we could all be
dislike
stalked.
our opinions, they'll
Infamous.
just
That's
they'll
even
just
better.
fucking kill us.
Eric is 15 minutes away.
Okay.
Wow, David, that puts you in a pretty dangerous position.
Why? I'm the one that
You're the
believes-
one who says the radical thing. Is what
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, and you're already
What?
up
Kill the
online.
rat instead of moving
David the
homes, or
asshole.
objectively looking at the data.
I'm just
as-
kidding. I'm
as
just
a co-
kidding. Just kidding. I love you.